Anu Badra Kratavo Yantu Vishwataha. Let good thoughts come to us from all corners of the world. This is the slogan of Rigveda. Today we are discussing on the topic detachment. Wherever we go, fear, fear, fear. We are more nearer to fear. Assume man is in the womb of the mother. Then fear for the mother. Whether how the delivery will be, whether will it end up in normal delivery or the caesarean delivery, like that fear for the mother. While the child is delivered, again some kind of fear, some kind of doubt, whether the child is handsome or handicapped, like that some kind of fear. He is born as a child. Then, even if the dog chases, or even if the cat chases or runs towards him, for the child, some kind of fear due to ignorance. During the process of gaining knowledge, fear from the teacher. He is supervising, he may punish, like that some kind of fear. After being graduated, being employed elsewhere, fear from the boss, whether he will appreciate me or he will issue the memo, like that some kind of fear. Even if you become boss, you can't assume yourself that you can live happily. Assume you have to eat the food. Food is having 6 types of tastes: sweet taste, sour taste, salty taste, spicy taste, bitter taste, and the astringent taste. 6 rasas are there. The moment food reaches our mouth, the first thing that strikes about is its taste. It is the taste that makes us decide whether we would want to further swallow that thing or not. If it is sweet, then eating too much and taking pleasure means some kind of fear that you may become a sugar patient. If you eat the sour taste, that means pickled vegetables, tamarind, lemon, like that, then it may stimulate some kind of pitta and kapha dosha in the body, and it will be having its side effects. If you eat the salty food, then it can also lead to increase in blood pressure and have impact on your skin and blood. If you eat the spicy food, then it may develop into some kind of gastric problems, and so that it is dangerous for your health. For that reason, I don't want any taste. I will choose the bitter only I will eat. Means, as it is not much tastier, you may not think of eating it with a pleasant mood. And moreover, that bitter taste consuming every day makes you more weak day by day. And if you choose the astringent taste, like unripe bananas or green beans, etc., then it will lead to gastric trouble and other aspects. So whatever you eat, surely it will end up in some kind of disease. Bhoge roga bhayam. If you eat without any control or of your choice, roga bhayam, some kind of disease will attack you. If you are born in a royal family, kule chuti bhayam. what happens if I lose the throne? What happens if I lose the prestige? How many people are observing and they may pass some kind of comments like that? Chuti bhayam. You are more afraid of the comments. Let us not worry about the family or the food. Let us make enough money and enjoy. If you think like that, vitte nrupalad bhayam. Storing much wealth may lead to the supervision of the income tax people, and so that fear from the income tax will be there if we amass more and more wealth. So even with wealth, you are having fear. Even with family, over observation like that, some fear will be there. Even if you eat some kind of disease like that, fear will be there. If you stand first in competition or that one, then I may be slipped to the place number 2. Like that, that fear continues. And if you are more strong in the body, ripu bhayam, some kind of enemy planning himself to tarnish your fame will be there. And even if you maintain a strong body, kaye krutantad bhayam, anyhow this body is going to perish one day or the other. Like that, that fear will be there. Mane dainya bhayam. Even if you are honored everywhere, that fear, that after that Shukra Desha is over, after that good period is over, bad period may come, like that, that fear will be there. And even if you are more virtuous, khalabayam, from your enemy, some kind of fear, some kind of allegations, that fear will be there. And if you are more beautiful, just by looking at the old aged people, that fear will come. That your body will lose the slimness, and also the glamour of the skin loses decade by decade. It decays decade by decade. Wherever you go, fear, fear, fear. How to get rid of this fear? Sarvam vastu bhayanvitam bhuvinrunam Vairagyam meva abhayam. Everywhere you go, that fear will be there. One student from India named Acharya, he has stood rank first in the chartered accountant examinations in almost in the 3 countries separately. He has attended and he has scored first rank. Even with that, full satisfaction has not come to him. After having proved his brilliance too much, now he has taken shelter in the Bhakti movement, and there, by doing social service, he is more and more happy. Once a sadhu was there, he was performing some kind of meditation. You know how ashrama will be. Ashramas will be in the forest areas or nearer to the forest areas, and wild animals will be passing here and there. The sadhu was performing the penance on the stage. The tiger was moving in front of him, and it plunged upon the other side of the sadhu. But sadhu was undisturbed. He was in meditation. After the meditation is over, he was going with his disciple. As he was moving with the disciple, some chatting was going on, and at a time a mosquito came and it was moving in front of the sadhu, and with its sound the sadhu was much disturbed, and with his hands he was wavering them that let it not bite him. The disciple was surprised. Guru, you are not afraid even while the tiger pounds nearer you. But now you are just afraid for the mosquito. May I know the reason? The disciple asked. The teacher smiled. While I was in meditation of God, I didn't realize this world. Even if the tiger had pounced, I was unaware of it, and that is why I had no fear. Now, mosquito is moving in front of me. I am not with God. My dear disciple, I am with you. That is why even for the mosquito I should be afraid of. Like that the teacher smiled and said, the disciple kept quiet. The central message of the story is, if we are to the worldly people, if we are more nearer to the worldly people, worries will be more and fear will be there continually. If we are nearer to God, the creator of the world, who is independent and master of every actions of your life, you will be having no worries at all. So the secret of journey from fear to freedom lies not in illusion, but by being nearer to God through meditation. That is the central message. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has taught to Arjuna in this way, Anityam asukam lokam imam prapya bhajaswamam. My dear Arjuna, this world is full of sorrows. This world is temporary. By renouncing the passion on this world, please come nearer to me, meditate upon me, then you will be having freedom. That is what Krishna has said to Arjuna. Now you must have understood the topic, fear to freedom. If you want to move from fear to freedom, choose thoroughly that you should be nearer to God or you should be nearer to the Creator. Then freedom will be there. If we are attached to the creation, fear will be there. To start the meditation, you should love the God. To love the God, you should understand the virtues of God. And at the same time, you should know that God has no defects. That is why Srimad Ananda Tirtha, at the very first sloka of his Brahma Sutra Bhashya, he tells this line, Narayanam gunai sarvai rudiranam dosha varjitam. Gunai sarvai rudiranam, full of all kind of virtues, and he has no defects at all. If you realize God as full of all virtues and having no defects, then your love towards God, passion towards God will be permanent. While you are in meditation of that God, then surely you will be having no worries at all. And that is the freedom which you are going to enjoy from that day. Join that Bhakti Pantha and try to meditate upon the Lord so that you will experience the freedom. Thank you, my dear students. I hope that you will follow this message and you lessen your attachment towards the worldly pleasures and develop passion towards the Lord in the right way as said by Upanishads and Vedas. Goodbye, students. Shri Krishnarpanam Astu.